All right, I've basically blocked everything in for you guys and for myself, of course. And blocking in with direction of pencil stroke is absolutely essential that when you block in with this landscape drawing, that you block in accordance with the wood grain when you're working on a section that involves the wood grain. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I keep looking over at the trees to the left, and they're off camera right now, but they are really dark. Okay, so what I'm going to start doing now is I want to just start adding in some little blacks over here, and so darks. So basically, now normally I wouldn't do this far away, but because dark next to light attracts attention. So I just got to make sure that I don't have any dark next to light over here because I really want you to look at the girl first. But I do want to match the right side with the left side. So basically I pretty much have my perspective down with the building and with the wood grain. And now I'm just kind of blackening out. And way off towards the background here, I am basically just really trying to focus in and making sure that I retain my edges, and my edges have that beautiful variety of contour, texture. Okay, so in my photo reference, it's a little bit lighter, but I don't care. I just want to really blacken this out because I want it to match. And as the building goes back, I'm focusing mainly on the edge of the building to show the viewer the detail. But as we move to the right of this barn, near the door and near the window, that's where I really want to have it go from less silhouetted to more detail in the wood grain being seen from the viewer's point of view. Okay, so again, just going with that, this section of the building was added on, and I'm really just trying to show that. I don't want to lose that quality, and just blocking this in. Okay, so that's kind of neat. I like that. And so I just want to throw in some dark on this tree to make sure I'm on the same page here as the other side. And I'm looking at my reference, and since my light is coming in from the right side and hitting her on the right, I want to have most of this tree backlit. And I am going to put this gate. There seems to be like a gate here. I'm going to just make it really crooked and informal, but you know what I need to do is I just need to make it black. Okay, I'm looking at my reference, and it's a little bit lighter than the left side, but I still want to make it pretty black, and I'm making everything crooked just because that's how everything is in this old setting. Yeah, and there's some neat stuff happening back here. I just want to kind of establish this. This is going to take a little bit longer than I thought. There's a lot of tediousness over here. There's a lot of like little branches. I could work this little negative space here forever, but the bottom line is it all just has to be similar values and silhouetted shapes. And I'm conscious of what's in the background. What's in the background is kind of a combination of a rolling hill with some shrubs and some trees, but it's kind of like short trees. And so let me just kind of, you guys can see I'm really using my pencil point for this. I'm not seeing too much texture on these trees. Now understand these trees are a little further away than the trees that are to the left. Okay, so now I've got this in, I'm going to lean back. Let me get a newer sharpener, newer eraser. Sorry. Yeah, I just want to erase some of that out. It's getting too busy. You can pay attention to the contour of the tree. Pressing down super hard, and this is going to be really like a busy place in my drawing. I keep telling some of my students, we're working on these big black and white pieces in class, and I keep telling them, give me a place that's in your drawing that's really super busy, texture, detail, and an area that is empty. Okay, don't have everywhere busy. So for me, my empty is going to be the center part, and my busy is going to be kind of the perimeter. I'm just scribbling, paying attention to the contour of the trees. Even though they're far away, I want the contour to be somewhat exciting. I don't want to draw a telephone pole that's going straight up and down. I want my fence posts to be kind of straight up and down. Now, I'm going with a different angle for my fence post than in the reference. Let me do 2 more. And this has to just be gelled. I'm going to put another piece of wood right down over here. Look at your reference a lot. Pick up the little nuances. And there'd be a big post right here. So what I can do is smudge. Take some of that pencil right off. Look at my finger. So if you have it put down too hard, just put your finger on there. Now, again, you might have another drawing instructor that you watch who will say, no, you never do that. But, I've been through, beating up on myself way too much in the past with my paintings, and whatever gets the job done. If I have to use my finger, I have to use my finger. Don't give yourself too many rules. So let's go back now and just gel this. Let me get a sharper pencil. Checking my time. Let's just work on another minute in this segment. I'm going back now to the wood. So you guys can see this is going to take me a while. Big time. But you just get a feel for what I'm doing, and then when I shut the video recorder off, the first thing I do is I put my radio on, and I just like to work with the radio on, and this is what I'm doing off camera. I can't film for you this entire thing. I don't think you would want me to anyway, just because watching me render like this, albeit very important, I'm basically repeating the same rendering thing throughout the drawing, and I'm just kind of showing you certain sections. Okay, so now let's lean back from this. And now I'm really looking at this fence post. That's okay, because I'm not done yet. And I could always tap with my kneaded eraser, but I wanted to just establish some blacks back here, because I love the way the trees to the left look. And I actually even have a funny feeling that this right side of the drawing is going to look a little different than the left side. So I have to take that into consideration. Because it's been a while since I've worked on this drawing, and I have a whole different light now in this new studio. It seems to be a lot more bright, and that's going to affect the way that I draw. So I have to watch that. That's huge. Let's just start to put in a little different texture with the leaves. I'm short stroke. Look at my pencil point. It's barely lifting off the page. I'm using like a really short stroke. And some of these branches kind of faded off. Okay, now I'm finally starting to like this section a little bit now. I need to put some darks in the grass so this fence is not floating. Better. Okay, I'm going to work a little bit off camera, but that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, this video is getting really long, so let me work a little bit off camera for you.